The Assumption Cross Country season has officially come to an end here in late November as the Assumption community gets ready to head back home for the Thanksgiving holiday. Welcome back to episode 5 of the Coach's Corner, the final episode of the Assumption Cross Country season. Evan O'Neill and head coach Stacie Wentz here with you. The women's team competed in its first ever national championship this past Saturday at St. Leo University in Tampa, Florida. The Greyhounds came in 27th out of 32 teams and were led by the usual suspects in juniors Courtney Fisher and Antonia Pagliuca, with sophomore Jacqueline Ryan coming in third place and finishing out the top 3 runners for Assumption. Fisher finished at a 22:16 clip, Pagliuca at 22:30, and Ryan at 23:06. Now, Coach, in the previous episode, we talked about the magnitude of making it to a national championship. And now that your team has gone there and competed on such a big stage, what's the morale overall? How's the team feeling?
I think the morale is good. There were only 32 teams plus a bunch of individuals who qualified for that, and we came out of 27. So when you look at that, it's kind of like, was that really our best performance? No, it wasn't our best performance of the year, but you also have to realize there's 320 sponsored teams in NCAA Division II. Mm-hmm. And so the fact that, we're in the top 8% of those schools is really huge for our program. We went in and beat some of the regional, other regions that, they're number 2. We stayed as the number 2 in our region. So I felt like we performed, to what we were capable of. Mm-hmm. In a sense, was it a great race? No, I think heat affected us. Today it's snowing in Worcester and It was 75 and on at 9:45 in the morning. So we were hurt by those conditions, as well as a lot of folks, in our region as well as other regions. It was difficult. But again, I think the morale is now that we've been to the national championships, I think now we have bigger goals. We got, sort of the monkey off its back. We got there. Now it's time to move up in the national rankings. And with pretty much everyone back, next year with some really good signings that we signed, I think it's good for the future. It's really exciting to be a part of that. And like I said, it's even motivated our guys to try to get there as well. And I think that's really going to help our program as a whole. Mm-hmm.
And now as you look at next season, obviously expectations for both teams, men's and women's, they both had solid seasons. And now that the women, for those incoming freshmen who come in mid-August next year,
right,
they're going to step onto campus knowing now that they're competing for a program that can compete on the national level.
Yeah, I think it's going to help. I think it's certainly helping with recruiting. Kids are definitely, it may not help with this year if we pretty much signed everyone and we're ready to go. But for the future years, I think it's really going to help, put us on a national stage and, convince kids that, hey, you can come here and you can compete in a national championship and try to be an All-American and try to go after a national title. I think that's a couple years down the road. Mm-hmm. But I think it's within reach now. It's just a matter of us stepping up and, trying to get better each day. Definitely.
And that will do it for us for the cross-country season. The indoor track and field season opens up for Assumption at the Alden Invitational at Brown University in Rhode Island on December 3rd. The Greyhounds are coming off of a historic season in which they amassed 50 new school records between their indoor and outdoor seasons. A lot to look forward to. Along with head coach Stacie Wentz, I'm Evan O'Neill saying so long and go Hounds.